Let's talk brows. I always get compliments on my brows, and I think it's time that I stop gatekeeping and give you guys all the details of my brow routine. This is the final look, and I think you're gonna wanna stay for this one. I have a step-by-step instructions on how to create this exact look and how to keep your brows healthy throughout the process too. Now, these brows aren't actually this bold and defined on their own. I definitely have to keep them up and make sure that they stay healthy and beautiful. So to help with that, I love using the RevitaBrow Advanced Brow Serum. The application is super simple. All you have to do is make small strokes on your brows, making sure to hit every part of your brow. And it's that simple. Now let's do the other brow. And when you do apply, make sure that your brows are clean and dry. You could always use the Micellar Water Lash Wash from RevitaLash Cosmetics, which is perfect to leave your brows clean and oil-free. For those days where you feel like your eyebrows are feeling really dry and brittle, my favorite thing to use is the Lash Brow Masque by RevitaLash Cosmetics, and it's a perfect way to give your brows that extra TLC when needed. Now, we all love a bold brow, and we are going to get that with the RevitaBrow Advanced. But I feel like sometimes we need to clean them up a little bit just to get our shape back because they can get unruly sometimes. So my favorite thing to use is the precision tweezers from RevitaLash Cosmetics, just to clean up those extra hairs that we have going on under and in the middle of our brows to give us that extra shape that we want. I love to just pick the brow hairs that seem out of place. Nothing too crazy because we all have those horror stories of over plucking our brows that we don't want. This is my favorite thing to do, especially if you are between appointments, because I like getting my eyebrows threaded maybe every month, but sometimes it goes to 2 months and I need a little bit of assistance. So doing this little trick of just cleaning them up with some tweezers definitely helps you keep the shape until your next appointment. And as you can see, look at that huge difference that made on one brow. So this one is the one that's done, cleaned up on just the bottom. We still haven't even done the middle. And you can see the huge difference on both the brows. It just looks cleaner, gives you a shape, and it is a perfect way to start our makeup. But let's finish the other brow before we go into that. For the final step, styling, when I do want to wear makeup, because the brows are already beautiful on their own, I have to say. But sometimes when I want to wear makeup, I love them to be a little bit bolder and a little bit more defined. I love using two different products to make them stand out and create that bold look that we want. I always start off with a high def brow pencil. I'm using warm brown today. I love putting a line right under the brows just to add a little bit of definition right under the brow. So I will grab the pencil and just make a line under the brow ever so slightly. As you could see, it created a line under the brows, which is really nice because you don't want to super fill in this area because you want it to kind of fade gradually. So creating that line and then later on blending it up, it's going to make it look very natural, which is what we want. We're going to leave that alone for now, and then we're just going to start making little hair-like strokes on the brows all along the way. Don't forget your tail. I always seem to have sparse hairs on the end of my brows, so creating these hair-like strokes with the pencil really helps you create that full brow look. And if you really need that extra help, you could do a little bit in the front. And that is the first step. As you can see, we have this harsh line under, so we need to blend it out and blend out everything else that we did. So we're going to grab the other end of the pencil and just blend everything out. And as you can see, that line has appeared, but still there enough to give you the definition right under the brow to make it look snatched. And the rest is blended out perfectly, and it looks so natural. Now to top this look off, we have to set our brows using the high def brow gel. I'm using it in soft brown. This is one of my favorite because it really locks in your brows all day. This gives us the dramatic brows that we want by taming the hairs and adding a little bit of a tint to give the boldness that we've been looking for. Now that is the finished brows. I think they look amazing, stunning, beautiful, healthy, and bold and dramatic, exactly how we wanted. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in our next routine. Bye.